Hey crafters, today we are using Dollar Tree products to make a cute little Christmas countdown. Now, the colors I'm using aren't necessarily the original Christmas colors. My house is very pink, white, winter wonderland themed, so that's what I'm going with because I'm not paying an arm and a leg for the decor. I picked up some ribbon from the Dollar Tree, this cute little wooden sign from the Dollar Tree for $1.50. This project altogether cost less than $5, and I'm providing you all the little tips and tricks for this Cricut tutorial. That way you can make this Christmas countdown before December 1st. Let's get started. We are going to revamp this little sign. I'm using some TeckWrap vinyl. We're going to show you all of it. But the first step is hopping on over to Cricut Design Space. Now I did pull my decal off of Creative Fabrica. I link it down below because I literally use it for every project I do. I get my fonts from there. I use my SVGs and cut files from there. They also have a really cool deal right now where you're getting 10 free downloads. So you can do a free trial, 10 free downloads, cancel it after if you don't want because you can cancel it anytime. Otherwise, it renews for $9. Also, when I'm posting this video, it's during the Black Friday sale. So I highly recommend you look at it. Again, not sponsored, just something I wanted to share with you because I use it all the time. So I went on over, I unzipped my file, and I uploaded it into Cricut Design Space. As you can see here, I'm first going to size my decal. I will duplicate it so that I can use the contour feature to remove some parts of it because I want to make this a multi-colored little layered decal. Now I'm going in and changing some parts to pink. So I'm going to hide those parts. That way I can make one of these layers pink and one white. Just make it a lot easier for my Cricut to cut out and just easier for me when I'm done crafting. Now sometimes with contour it's kind of like a hit or miss. You have to go in and out of that function a lot to see what's going on. I am also using my favorite TeckWrap vinyl for this project, and during the Black Friday deals, which is right now when the video is uploaded until the 28th of November 2022, they have really good discounts on their vinyl, which like I said is literally my favorite because they have the most beautiful colors. You will not find a place to get this much variety of colors, and they have matte, which a lot of crafters cannot find colors like this in matte, so that's why I go for it. Matte is my favorite kind of finish over glossy. And on top of that, there is a discount code that I'll put on the screen here, and I'll leave the link down below so you can easily just get to it to get this code and this promo where you get 2 free rolls of vinyl with your order. So it's super cool. If you enter this code, they're gonna just add in 2 free random rolls of vinyl. I just ordered mine the other day and I'm so excited for my shipment to come in. This project we are going to be using TeckWrap vinyl. I'm using their 001 series in matte. I'm obsessed with this color, so this is the one we're going in with. And then for the white portion of this project, I'm going in with some Oracle 651 just because I don't have any white TeckWrap vinyl left. So we are going to do this. I'm using a newer mat, thank goodness, so it's actually sticky for once. So we're gonna go ahead and load it up and cut the white color first. I do need to adjust on my mat, my digital mat, to match so that it doesn't cut my actual mat. So let's do that. We're gonna start it at the 3. Perfect, we're gonna do it in the corner. So that is done. We're gonna go ahead and cut that out. Perfect, so we're done with this one and we're going to get ready to put the pink one on. I love this one. I'm definitely going to have to get more when I run out of this roll because I have been using it so much. Okay. Now we can go ahead. Okay, and we are ready to cut it out, so that's perfect. Come on, Cricut. While the pink vinyl is cutting, I'm going to go ahead and start cutting out my transfer tape. I actually use the Duck brand shelf liner. It's like a clear contact paper. It's cheaper than transfer tape and it works really great. I get it on Amazon, so that's what I'm using here as transfer tape today. So we're going to be doing a different method to weed these fine little parts, and it is the reverse weeding method. So go ahead and cut out your transfer tape the size of your entire decal, including the background. I haven't even weeded this yet. So what you need to do is peel up your transfer tape. This reverse weeding method works really great when you have a fine font or decal with little details that you want to make sure you have all pieces on. So again, like I said, I'm taking my transfer tape and I'm just putting it over the entire vinyl portion. I'm using my scraper tool to scrape the front and the back side. This is the key part to it because I want it to be stuck to the transfer tape really well so that when I'm peeling up the backing and reverse weeding, it's not going to pull up my fine little font and decal. So now I'm going to go in with both my weeding pin pen from TeckWrap and my Cricut weeding tool. So I'm going to go ahead and start pulling the background off. Now that it is stuck down on the transfer tape, it's going to easily come up. Now I do kind of, as you can see, move the transfer tape around, back and forth to pull it up without ruining it because I don't want those little pieces to peel up. I really love using my weeding pin pen from TeckWrap. You can see here there are hacks to make it with a mechanical pencil and a sewing needle from like the Dollar Tree for under $5, but I like that mine is pink and sparkly and it's just super cute. So it's a really great little tool to weed with. Not only is it cute, it's very handy. It has a very fine little pick or kind of like needle at the end of it that really easily just goes into the vinyl and pulls it up, and it does a way better job than the Cricut weeding tool, which is kind of funny. So it is my go-to weeding tool that I like to use, especially for these types of projects. Now the trick with this is to cut away the parts that you don't need. This is a very, I guess, large decal, you would say, for the reverse weeding method with a lot of little pieces. So I don't want the vinyl to stick back down and start pulling up the wrong parts, right? So I'm going to use my scissors to cut away the parts that I've already weeded. That way I can finish weeding the reverse weeding method. You can see it came up really easily. If I had tried to weed that the normal way, it would have been a mess. So I am doing this in a few layers. I kind of messed up and I should have done the pink first so that I could have easily layered it, but that's okay, not the end of the world. So we're going to go ahead and place this on here. I am so excited. I wasn't too sure how it would turn out. I was a little nervous that it would just kind of look weird or too small maybe, but the reverse weeding method really worked well. And I'm actually really liking the colors. I know pink is very much not Christmas, but I am huge on pink. If you didn't know, I love pink, and all of my Christmas decor in my house is pink, white, and silver. So I'm kind of just going with that theme. It makes the kids and I happy, so that's just what I'm going with. But you can, of course, please do whatever color you want. If you want this to look super Christmassy, then go for it. I do have to scrape it really good because when I applied it with the reverse weeding method, as you might have saw, I was doing a really good hard scrape to just get it to stick. So I'm gonna go in with my TeckWrap squeegee, see if I can do it. It's a little more like heavy duty. I wish I had the bigger Cricut scraper. Maybe, I'm gonna say maybe for Christmas, but I don't know if I'm gonna get myself that for Christmas, we'll see. I was having some troubles pulling up the vinyl decal when I was trying to remove the transfer tape. So I like to include these kind of oopsies, these situations in my video because this happens to us crafters quite often, so I'm going to show you ways to fix it. So as you can see, I'm slowly, piece by piece, pulling the transfer tape away and using my fingers, my weeding tool, my scraper, whatever I can to hold down that little vinyl piece of decal. That way I can pull the transfer tape off. Now, yes, this does take a little bit of time, but this is a great technique when you're working with a blank, so a really smooth water bottle. This happens quite often. Certain wood surfaces, this happens to. I mean, there are blanks that you will get that the vinyl just does not want to stick to. It also just sticks really well to your transfer tape sometimes. So this is a great method to do. I'm actually using my little scraper to make sure that it doesn't pull up the rest if it sticks back down. And after a few minutes, I was able to do it fully. Now, a couple ways to avoid that is making your transfer tape a little less sticky. Sometimes I stick it down on my pants or my shirt first to just kind of get it a little less sticky, which allows it to still pull up my decal when I need it to do the transfer, but it's not going to stick to it a ridiculous amount. Now I'm going ahead and adding the last little piece of my decal for this project, and I really like the colors that I used. It matched my theme of pink and white winter wonderland perfectly. I will say I didn't really like the jute twine on the top here that they have to hang this little sign, so I also bought some ribbon from the Dollar Tree. I got some pink ribbon and some white, so I'm going to go in with pink ribbon and I am going to string it through. Now I did have some troubles stringing it through when I was trying to get it in. Eventually I was able to do it by using my weeding pick to slowly kind of pass through the ribbon to the other side. I just tied a little knot on both sides, and then I used a push pin or like a thumbtack kind of pin to just hang it on my wall. It was a super cute little addition. The kids loved it, and I think the ribbon just really added a nice touch to it in the end. This was a really fun and easy little project from the Dollar Tree, and I love how it turned out. For only a few small dollars, I made a really nice and cute little Christmas countdown. Now, I would have paid a good amount of money for something like this. It would have been cool if I could have done a little bit of a bigger version as well. That would be really fun, but I like this project and I wanted to post it before December. That way if you want to do the full Christmas countdown, you can. You could make a little circle or something to be able to indicate which day it is. Maybe like a little magnet would be cool. I just went ahead and did it like this for decor. It's not necessarily going to be used as a countdown every day, but I thought it would be a fun one to post in November. That way you have the time to make it before December 1st. Don't forget, we're going to be posting a Craftmas crafty Cricut video every single day in the month of December. I'm so excited. I've been filming so much content for you and so many craft projects on a budget, Christmas gift ideas, ideas to make and sell for your Cricut business, like so many things jam-packed with craft ideas, tips, and tricks coming up. So make sure you're subscribed and stick around, and I cannot wait for Craftmas to craft with all of you. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now. Happy crafting. Here is the finished little Christmas countdown. It is so cute, and I'm really glad I ended up changing it to this pink ribbon. I just feel like it ties it all together really nicely, so I can't wait to hang this up with the rest of my Christmas decor.